Hi everyone, my name is Hélène from Heredis, and I'm here today to explain to you how to use census in Heredis. We're gonna see how to add a census and create a whole family. Heredis is the perfect genealogical assistant because it helps you create your family tree by using census or other sources. So today's census. So entering data from a census will help you create persons and related events as you go along reading the census record. You will be able to recreate families of blood-related or otherwise related persons. Even if they are not blood-related persons, you will be able to add them in your file. So let's see. To add a census and create the household, Heredis gives you the opportunity to use a census grid. You can either access it from the news button on the left. Here you will have the census. But in the future, if you change Heredis version, you will not find them in the new section, because only the new functionalities are there. So, to add a census, click on Person menu, then Census. If you already have the picture, the screenshot of your census, click on plus here and either drag from the media panel if you already register it on Heredis, if you already had it on Heredis, or choose from the disk. I will use the choose on disk because I didn't add it on my media index. So here's my census. So you found your census and you want to add the household. Heredis offers you a grid where you can add everyone in the same screen. As you can see, you can use the splitter to resize the screens. Choose the country that you want to enter the census. At Heredis, we studied a few countries. French speakers countries, because we're French, and English speaker census, because we also speak English. So here is a United States census. So I choose United States. If you cannot find the country you want to add, then choose Others. Other. You will be able to add the date, and with the city will appear the country. So here it is, census of United States. Then choose the year of the census. Here is 1940. The date is already entered, and you can see here that sections are already ticked. You can change it. If you can find other information, untick or untick the sections you want to see. So then enter your city and choose from the already existed places or enter a new place if you want. If the different sections are already ticked, the one I can find on the census, then I can switch and go to the source. A source is very important. Please enter it. If you already entered data on record references, then you will find those information used in the source. You can modify if you want. Just click in the field and change it. Documents, it just means that you are using certain type of documents, like here it's a census. You can change the medium. Is it a digitizing information, copy, microfilm, original, other internet if you find it on internet. The quality of the data, if you already have the picture the uh, of the source, then it means it's certain. So certainty. If it's your grandma who told you so, then put no confidence, low confidence, or high confidence. Repository, you can add who still has the original. National Archives, for example. National Archives is not a repository already inside of my file, so I have the entering repository that's opened. I can add the address, the email address, the phone number, the website, and other data if I want in the notes section. Click OK to valid. The call number is the number that will help you to ask for the record inside of the National Archives, for example. Then click on Household. You will add the address if it's written. So here it is, Bear Creek Roar. It will be put in the place subdivision, which means that the place will be the town you wrote on the record reference, and the subdivision of the place will be Bear Creek Roar. Composition of the family, well, the household actually 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, then now we will add new persons. So to add new persons in the household, click on the plus button here. The first person you enter is always the head of the household. It's the rule. All the time, the head of the household is the first person to be put in the census. So here it is Thompson. Charles. Oh, wait, it's red. So if it's red, it means something. In Heredis, if the color of the name of a person is red, it means that the person probably already exists inside of your file. So click on the red button, the white arrow and red button, click on it, and you will see. Is that the Charles Thompson you're trying to enter? Well, probably, because this one is 63, and in 1940, well, it means he was born around 1877. Click OK, so select him, then click OK to add the person. As you can see, the data already inside of my Heredis file appears. So here I already knew he was a carpenter. So here it is. Then here, household status is the head of the household. It's written over there. Enter all the fields you want to enter, or you need to enter, that are here on the census. I just have the age at the record, on the record. You can keep going and enter all the fields that you have ticked in the record reference. If you forgot one, just go back to record reference and tick or untick the one you want. Then we're gonna add a new one, a new person. Click on plus to add a new person. Here is Thompson Francis. Thompson Francis B. I don't know why the B is for, so I just write it like this. Occupation, carpenter. Just like the head of the household. He is his son, so he is the son of the head of the household. So I'm gonna change participant to son or daughter, depends on the gender. Keep going and write everything you want, everything that you can find. I'm not gonna show you everything, but go ahead and write everything. You can see that Francis was not read, so it means he's not inside of my genealogy file. And plus, he has a star after his name. That means he will be created at the end of this census entering. If I click on plus, I can add the third person with Wicklord. Wicklord Fred. He is a male and he is helper carpenter. Uh, what is the status to the head of the household? Well, he is a lodger. So I do not have lodger as the main link, as the main status. So I'm gonna click on Hoovers and see, do I have lodger? No, I don't. So I will choose overrule. He is larger, so I'm gonna write larger in the field, and then I can keep going and write everything that is written on this census, etc. Once you are done inputting your household, click on Family Links to create the links between the head of the household and the other persons. So here you can see that uh, Francis B. Thompson is the child of Thompson Charles. Yes, that's true. If a woman was add as a Charles spouse, I will be able to choose the spouse with Charles Thompson. We decided at Heredis to propose only the head of the household because a child can be from another marriage. So we let you decide which persons are the parents. So click on the name and choose. Well, this is Charles Thompson. I have no idea about his wife, so then we have to define the exact role, the exact link between Fred Wicklord and Charles Thompson. So to create that link, I will go to the plus button at the end of the line and add a link. Fred Wicklord is the lodger. He has a personal link to Charles Thompson. I can change and choose between Charles and Francis. Here it's Charles. I can change the link. Instead of other type of link, I can add, for example, adoptive parents if it was the case, or other things like employee, friends, guards, everything. You can write everything. Blood relation. Sometimes you can not say exactly what kind of blood relation link two persons, but you know they are blood related. Then just choose blood relation. Sometimes you can you know that they are cousins, but don't know where from, which size. So choose cousins, and then you will link them later. Anyway, we'll do another topic for that. So here, Fred Wicklord is has a personal link with Charles Thompson, but it's another kind of link. It's larger. If you have, for example, uncle nephew, you can switch the link because here, look, Fred Wicklord is the nephew of Charles Thompson. If I click here, I will swap the link and it will be Fred Wicklord is the uncle of Thompson Charles. Well, that's not the case, but it's just to show you that you can switch links here and larger. If you have other details to enter, go to additional information, and this is a notebook. You can write everything you want in there. Then click on validate. You will have this check data before creating, so you can check everything you entered and make sure everything is okay. So for Francis Thompson, well, he didn't exist in my file, so it will be created at the end of that entering. Same thing for Fred Wicklord and Charles Thompson. He has a few problems in his file. Let's see. If I click to check what the problem is, I can see that his previous name in my file was Charles Edward. But I entered Charles E. So the system, Heredis system, asks you if you want to keep either Charles Edward or Charles E or Charles Edward E. Well, I'm gonna go for Charles Edward. And here I have another red triangle. That means attention, be careful, it's something you have to choose because I changed the data. I previously had a janitorial supervisor, but I found in this census that he was a carpenter, so I can either keep carpenter or janitorial supervisor or both. I'm gonna go for both. This way I can get everything I wrote on that file and add it to what I previously had. Then you have to choose what to do with the source. Do you want to create the source the way you entered it on the source tab, or you don't want to create a source? Or do you want to choose an existing source if you use one source for multiple entering? If you enter multiple data for the same census, then you can use it. You can enter it once and then use it in your source index. Click over there and you will have access to your source index to choose the source you want to use. I'm going to create the source. So I have to assign the source either only to that census or to all the events and facts of the persons concerned. What does that mean? It means that if I entered, for example, a nationality, then that nationality will have the source attached of the census. So this way, you can add the same source to all the events and facts from that census entering. In the comments area, just put the citations. For example, page 5 of the census, blah, blah, blah. Choose whatever you want as your citation. Then as you enter data, you can see a summary. With that summary, you can decide to save it either in notes, source note, or source transcription, or citation note, or citation transcription, or to the event itself, or not at all. I will choose note event note, sorry. Then the media, meaning the picture of that census, what where do I want it to be assigned? Either in the source, the citation, or the event. I'm going to put it in the event. So if you have other families, other household to enter, you can click on Next. Or if not, click on Validate. Here is my census. Here is Thomas Charles Edward, previously janitorial supervisor, now carpenter. I have all the details of my census, and the summary is on my event note, as I asked. I can see the place subdivision, the place, the description and composition of the family. I have my source in the source tab. The participants, that is where I will find all the other participants, all the other persons of the households. And it's a shared event. What means the S? Well, it means it's a shared event. It means that you will enter only once the census and it will be shared to all of the persons that was in the event. So if I navigate to Thompson Francis, he's here and he's the son of Charles Thompson. The link is already created, is now created. I can find the census event with all the persons as participants, the same source, and I already have the media. Everything is attached. So you can see that the link between Francis and his father was created. I will show you also where to find the link between Fred Wicklord and Charles Thompson. Here you have sundry links. Sundry links means the link you can not exactly recreate as family. You will put everybody that are non-blood related in there, or persons that you don't already have the exact length. For example, cousins, if you don't know where they are cousins from. So here is Fred Wicklord on PC. I showed you everything on Mac. It's exactly the same on PC, but Windows version. But I'm going to show you one difference. So I have my census here. I entered it. I have Charles and his son. But I also have here on the link tab of the right panel, on the tools panels for PC, for Windows, it is on link tab on the right panel. I found the link between Fred Wicklord and Charles Thompson here. I can double click and navigate to Fred Wicklord. Same thing. I can navigate on Fred Wicklord. Well, if I double click on Mac, I will open the link and I can change it. But I can click on the arrow to navigate to Fred Wicklord. There you go. You know everything you have to know on census. I hope you find it useful. Enjoy and have fun. Heredis is here for that. So take care. Have a great day. Bye.